Is the glass half empty or half full?
What is it gonna be?
You decide.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And before we get into the video, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and also click on that notification bell. And before we get into the video, I want to introduce you to Mal. You know, he'll do the video with me and kind of give you the tips on how to build a relationship, or what worked for him, and also that can help y'all in your relationship. And the first tip will be trust. How do you feel about trust, Mal?
Trust is one of the most important things, because if you don't trust your significant other, then there's nothing I can say. One thing I can be telling the truth, but if you don't trust me, where are you gonna go? Nowhere.
Yeah.
And with that being said,
so with that being said, I feel like trust, like he was saying, it's like having a car with no gas. You can be in that relationship as long as you want, but where you going with it? Nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So you have to trust one another. And the second tip will be communication.
Communicating, you have to talk out your problems. You can't just expect the person to know what's going through your head, because you don't. He's not God. So with that being said, communication is like, gotta communicate, you know what I mean? You have to talk and let them know how you're feeling at the time. You can't let it go, because if you let it go, it's gonna build up into where it's never gonna work out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna add on to what he was saying. Like, don't hold grudges. Like, if you feel like something's bothering you, speak up right there and then. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till 6 hours. Whatever's bothering you right there and then, speak up. Because at the end of the day, if you speak up, that's gonna help you relieve all the stress and all the things you got in your head. And also, he understand why you feel the way you feel, instead of you having them play the guessing game and try to figure out what's going on with you. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa with guys and girls, so it doesn't matter. The next tip will be, don't compare your relationship with others. And I feel like a lot of people idolize all these social media couples and want to be the next, relationship goal. But what y'all don't understand is y'all don't know what goes behind closed doors. They just show y'all what they want y'all to see. So they show you the good side, not the bad side. So you might be good where you at, where the relationship you in compared to what they have behind closed doors. So appreciate what you got and then just go with that. And my next tip will be, doing date nights and activities. How do you feel about that?
You always gotta keep your person happy, or not knowing what's coming next. Because once you get to that routine, everything's the same, you're gonna get used to it, and it all goes downhill from there. You gotta keep excitement, you gotta keep them feeling wanted, and make them feel special, like they're the only one in the world when it's just you and her, or vice versa.
And now I wanna add on to that, with that, the date nights and activities, I also will say, like, do random gifts. Like, don't just do it on their birthday or when they expect it. When they don't expect it, it's more meaningful than, exactly. It's more meaningful than when they do expect it. Even random text, like just random paragraphs, then, just on an anniversary or, whatever it is, or Valentine's or holidays or whatnot, And then with the other one, my other tip will be yourself. Do you feel like you have to be yourself?
You have to, because if you don't be yourself, eventually you're gonna start being you, and it's gonna come out and they're not gonna like it. They're gonna be like, you changed on me, or this or that. But being yourself is the most important, because if they like you for who you are when they first meet you, and if you're that way, you're never gonna change. So they'll like you in the end. You know what I mean?
And then with being yourself, I feel like, tell them who you are from the start. Like, there's no surprise involved. If you tell them, like, look, this is who I am, this is what I like, this is who I was, then they know what comes with you. They can accept that right there and now, they can cut it off before y'all even, get deep in a relationship.
And if it doesn't work out, they can't put the blame on you, because you already know. You're not gonna put your hand over the fire expecting not to get burnt.
Exactly. And then, I think a lot of people slept on this tip, but loyalty.
Loyalty.
That's easy, right?
Loyalty, that's easy, but you can't. Loyalty. You and only you know what you're doing behind closed doors. Exactly. You and the man upstairs. So if you're not being loyal, the best thing for you to do, and if you're not ready for that, the best thing for you to do is tell your significant other to, like, I don't think this is gonna work out, and then you'll save each other from the emotion and hurt,
all the heartbreak and all that. And then with loyalty, I feel like there's temptations that comes with loyalty. You see somebody that look better than your significant other, or they doing better things than your significant other, but you have to stay 10 toes down regardless of what the next person is, and then show the love. And you got to look at it as like, there's nobody that's better looking than your significant other. And that's how you see it, and that's how it's supposed to be.
And at the end of the day, you're not with that person just because they look good or because it's because you're with them because, number one, you really care about them.
For sure.
And number two, you're willing to stay and provide for them and make them feel wanted and all that other stuff to make sure that y'all will get to where y'all need to be. This was the top.
And then the next tip will be understanding. How important is this, man?
In order for you to, back to communication, you can't just communicate. If you don't understand and truly try to fix the problem that they're addressing, it's never going to work. I can tell you that I don't like when you talk to me this way, but if they don't really truly understand why, there has to be a reason. There can't just be a why. Well, in that being said, there's a cause and effect.
Exactly.
So you have to tell both sides. I don't like this because of what happened in the past or all that. You have to be on the same understanding.
So with understanding, I feel like y'all have to see eye to eye. Y'all have to be on the same page, same chapter, you know, because if one person is on chapter 6 and you in chapter 7, y'all off, there's going to be a problem involved in that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to make sure y'all compromise with everything y'all do and say. And then on top of that, with understanding, you have to understand with understanding, I feel like you said, back to communication, when you communicate, you have to listen to understand, not listen to respond. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people just listen, not even understanding what their partner is saying and just ready to respond. You know what I'm saying? And that's not how it works. And with my next tip, but not last, will be forgiveness. Do you feel like we have to forgive each other?
You have to forgive. It's the most important thing because nobody's perfect.
Okay.
Everybody makes mistakes. And you can't forgive if you hold on to a grudge. It's never going to work. It could be the littlest thing. Oh, well, you didn't make the bed. And if you don't forgive him, you're going to be like, well, he didn't make the bed. So the next time he doesn't do something as simple as that, it becomes a bigger issue to where you're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
It could be as little as something as, putting the toilet seat down. If you don't put the toilet seat down, and you don't forgive him, just let him know the problem. Let them know, tell them, make sure they understand, then you can go from there and everything will get better.
So like he was saying, forgiveness is part like the most important because like you said, we're not perfect. We're gonna make mistakes. And like there's some mistakes we probably can't control, but at the end of the day, it's where, you know, forgiveness comes in the picture. You know what I'm saying? You have to forgive me. I'm not perfect. And I mean, with that being said, like I'm gonna stand up for what I did wrong, but you got to understand and forgive me. And if you can't forgive me, just let me know right there and then so I can kind of make, you know, see where I'm at with the relationship.
And then it's also perception. The way you see things is the way they're going to turn out.
For sure.
If you're always thinking negative, your life's going to be negative. If you think positive, your life's always positive. So with that being said, is the glass half empty or half full?
What is it going to be?
You decide.
You know what I'm saying? It's what you see. It's how you see it. It's all on you. And then, go ahead.
Go ahead. You don't choose to hang your belt. You just play your cards.
Okay. I mean, I'll probably say, I said the last one was the last tip. I think probably this one's the last tip. How do you feel about being positive in a relationship?
Being positive, you gotta stay positive. You have to. A negative outlook on life is not gonna get you nowhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Not even relationships, just life in general. You have to stay positive.
Yeah.
Keep your head up, hold high, and go with the flow.
Yeah. So with being positive, I'm gonna take that from there. Like, I feel like in every situation, there's always a positive outcome. Like, I don't care what it is. Like, there's a positive outcome. So stop. If there's something wrong in a relationship, just don't think negative. Be like, okay, what can we do to make it positive where we can, you know, go on about the relationship? Just don't be like, oh, well, he messed up, he did this, or she did this, she did that. No, you be like, okay, yeah, you messed up now. Okay, let's do this, let's talk about this, and then make sure it don't happen next time. You know what I'm saying?
And with that being said, you can't act out of emotion. Because when you act out of emotion, you say or mean or do something that you don't really want for the other person. So with that being said, if you do get mad at your significant other, just give it time. Don't say it, don't address it first, calm down. They might make you mad, so calm down, give it some time, 5, 10, 15 minutes, and be like, hey man, and then approach them to where all the animosity is out the window.
Yeah.
You're not mad, you don't come at them wrong, so they can't respond at you wrong.
For sure.
And if they do, then if you come at them correct and they come at you sideways, it makes the decision a whole lot simpler.
For sure. But I feel like those are the tips that, you know, that y'all can use in your relationship or y'all can incorporate into your relationship to kind of build it. And then, last but not least, like, comment, subscribe, and also click on the notification bell.
All right.